I have a theory.
Okay.
So you are the GOAT in my mind. But I think with athletes, the problem is as time passes, people forget the GOATs of past years, right? They move on to the next thing. We see it all the time in basketball. We see it in football. I think that your legacy is hurt by the fact that people weren't playing fantasy football when
that
you were
fantasy
playing
football, man.
But seriously, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
When you have guys who put up incredible statistical games, seasons, there is a kinship between fans outside of the team you play for that is bigger than that. Like I could remember when LaDainian Tomlinson won me a league. Like I will always remember that.
Yeah.
So I think we need to set up a Twitter account or have someone do it and be like this week in Jerry Rice if you had him on your fantasy team. Basically like a time portal. So I threw up because listen, I looked it up.
Okay.
Like for instance, you would tweet when week 5 happens.
Okay,
We'd be like, if you had Jerry Rice on your fantasy team week 5 in 1990, he had 13 catches, 225 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
That's pretty good.
In 1 week.
How many points is that?
Wait.
Standard score.
Are you serious?
Yes. That's what you had in that game.
That was against the Atlanta Falcons?
Points.
Yes, it was at Atlanta.
Yeah, where they had Demery. I think he was the defensive back, and they kept trying to play me one-on-one.
I like you. I like that you're like, are you serious?
I'm like,
Is that-
are you serious?
Yeah, see, even you're impressed by Jerry Rice stats.
okay.
I actually looked that game up, and it was Demery. You had 5
Demery.
touchdowns,
Yes.
and they put him on you one-on-one.
One-on-one. I was
Deion
like,
Sanders was
Yeah.
the other cornerback, and they told him, no, you stay on
Like,
that side
duh?
of the field.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Oh,
all
you
right.
think? Yeah, so you're going to follow the Jerry Rice
All right.
time portal. So week
All right, okay.
week 11, 1993, 8 catches, 172 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like that's if you tweet that out, you're
4?
like, if you had Jerry Rice on your fantasy team this week, you would have won.
Wow, that's crazy,
And we get
man.
basically to people realize how special you were and the numbers you put up because I think that gets lost.
I
in
think I'm
history.
all surprised, to
You're
be honest with
you're
you.
surprised by your own stats?
Yeah, I because I never kept up with my stats.
Yeah, that's a lie. Week 12, 1994, 16 catches, 165 yards, 3 touchdowns. Whew!
Oh, say that.
Hope
say,
you didn't put him on your bench that
say
week.
that one more time.
16 catches, 165 yards, 3 touchdowns. Sheesh.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so even Jerry Rice is impressed by Jerry Rice's stats. I'm seriously. So someone's going to start that for us because we have a million people who listen to this. Not to brag, but someone will start that and run it and be like, this week in Jerry Rice history.
I'm also very impressed by I've always looked back at your career and kind of admired the fact that you came into the league and the knock against you was you might not be that fast. You might not be fast. In fact, Aaron Donald ran a faster 40 time than you did.
Right.
And he's 280, 290
exactly.
pounds, big guy. But when you got on the field, when you put the pads on, either you got a lot faster or everybody else that was fast without pads got a lot slower. Which one do you think it was?
I got a lot faster because I knew people, they were trying to hurt me. And when someone is trying to hurt you, you have the tendency to run a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So whenever I got out in front of someone, and I was like, that's the way I used to really think, and that gave me that little extra boost that I needed to get into the end zone. But yeah, that's the way I looked at it.
4.640. I'm starting to think that Pete the Horse wouldn't have won the Kentucky
But
Derby.
let me ask you, I'm gonna tell you this. Probably during a football game, I was running 4.2s.
4.2s?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because you were scared.
Pads are on.
Because I was scared, and I used that.
Uh-huh.
I used that to my advantage.
Yeah.
Now, if you line me up just to run a straight 40, I'm not going to run a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need someone chasing you.
I need someone
Or you need
chasing
to
me.
chase Pete the Horse.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're a no doubter Hall of Famer. But do you think when you look at someone who is up for the Hall of Fame, do you think postseason success and those big moments should play a big factor?
Exactly. Because I felt like you go back and you look at my postseason, I was always at my best.
Yeah.
You go back during the season, you look at Sunday night football, Monday night football. I was always at my best. So you have to be able to perform at a certain level when everything is on the line.
What was your favorite Super Bowl?
I like them all.
Give me your
Chargers.
favorite.
I'm serious.
Give me your favorite.
From Super Bowl 23, the final drive, from Super Bowl 24 against the Broncos, where we beat them 55, I think 55.
Put a 50 burger on them.
Yeah. Then Super Bowl 29. I think they all brought something special, but it's like they meant something to me because I was always nervous.
Yeah.
You hear people say, "Oh, it's just another game." No, it's not. It's the Super Bowl, and if you don't win, no one is going to remember the loser.
Right.
So
Unless
it's
it's
always
like-
that. Hey guys, I'm gonna tell
Falcons.
you, my first Super Bowl, I remember playing that game over and over the night before because we always put the first 15 plays in.
Yeah.
So I knew exactly the opportunities that I would have during the game. So I'm up playing this game all night long. I wake up the next day, then I can't eat. I never eat on game day, because I got these butterflies going on. I'm nervous and stuff like that. And the Super Bowl is not till late on that evening. So I go to the stadium, which I always go on the
This
first
is
bus.
the Silverdome, right?
Yeah, it was in Miami.
Oh, Miami. Okay.
Yeah, so I go to on the first bus, go to the stadium, put my uniform on, decided to relax on this table, fell asleep. And I could hear my teammates as they walk by, like, "What is going on with him? This is a Super Bowl, and he's just, he's sleeping, he's taking a nap." But I had prepared. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Now I just had to carry that to the football field.
So speaking of guys that have had a lot of postseason success and talking about what that means for their legacy, a lot of people recently have been talking about Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
And the possibility that he might be a Hall of Famer because of what he's done in the postseason. Now, Julian Edelman also, he took your daughter to prom, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any words with Julian before that?
Of course I did.
Hey, you
Of course I did.
yourself?
I just can't share it with you guys. Yeah, I just can't say it over the air and stuff
Yeah.
like that. No, but with Edelman, what he's doing for that offense, but he's just a tough guy. Look at like last night, that catch he made, then he just threw his body in the air and stuff like that. To get positive yards. But I think eventually they have to start looking at those smaller guys. What they do. The ball is not, I don't think, ever gonna get thrown downfield as deep as it used to in the past. It's all about those little short passes and being able to do something with the ball.
Speaking of which, you have so many records, but I feel like if you're a quarterback or a wide receiver in the NFL, your record's going to get broken because of the way the league is moving.
It's a passing league,
right? So, are you when a record gets broken? Although you're still, it's going to be very hard for someone to break your receiving yards record, I would assume.
Well,
how far away is Larry? I still think he's got ways to go.
I think about 400 something.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's got that. But are you?
Well, I know exactly. I know exactly where he's at. I know he got to be somewhere close.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you get when you lose a record? How does that like? Are you mad? Are you happy?
No. I'll be the first one to congratulate you.
Okay.
Because I didn't play it for the records.
Larry Fitzgerald
He's 6,000 yards behind you.
Oh, you got this. So actually, your receiving record all time was probably untouchable.
I was sweating.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
all
is.
Like the touchdowns and like everything. Yeah.